Louis knows we're recording anyway. Okay, and welcome to the Barriers and Breakthroughs show, or the B&B show. I am Rochelle Payne-Baum, and we have an awesome guest today, Miss Tea Zonich, and we are going to be talking to her and learning some fun things today. The Barriers and Breakthroughs show, the purpose of the Barriers and Breakthroughs show is to help you learn something that might be new, that might help you in your fitness, wellness, in improving your life somehow. Quality of life is super important. And that's the purpose, is bringing on a guest that's been through some barriers and that's going to share some breakthroughs with us that will help you. I am called the Pain Whisperer because I'm a physical therapist, and pain is actually my maiden name, P-A-Y-N-E. So I get called a pain in the neck and a pain in the other things sometimes. Mainly because I'm working with people that have pain, and I have to cause pain sometimes to get them where they need to be. And I've been a physical therapist, treated patients for over 30 years, so I love helping people that have pain. And I'd love to help you fix your pain. And what you need to do is just go to ilivetolive.com, and you can schedule a consult, a breakthrough session with me. And many people have different kinds of pain, also like emotional pain. If they've hurt themselves, they don't want to go to the doctor, find out what's going on, don't want to take time off work. Sometimes that's really hard. They put it off. But it would be great if I can see what I can do to help you, refer you to the right place if we need to, or help fix you and do something that might save you some money and a trip to the doctor. So look me up, ilivetolive.com, schedule a breakthrough session. And then we're also going to have a sponsor this show. If you get on live with us, Racer's Edge Hand Car Wash is one of our sponsors, and if you'd like a free deluxe hand car wash, just mention the B&B show that you saw on Facebook, and you can go in and talk to Jeremy or Casey, get a free deluxe hand car wash. So we're thanking Racer's Edge for being our sponsor today. So let's continue talking with my wonderful friend Tea Zonich, who I met at the park in Silver Lake. She was just super friendly and came up and talked to me. I was, usually at the park you don't necessarily talk to everybody, but she was so friendly, and you're meant to meet somebody, and she's one of those people. So she's actually a very accomplished person. She's a tennis pro. She is a certified pickleball instructor. You probably haven't heard of pickleball. We're going to be talking about that today, and I hope you're excited to hear about what pickleball is. It's not hitting pickles back and forth, although that can be kind of funny. So, and also she is nutrition, wellness, supplements representative, has a small business with a company called Isagenix, so she'll explain a little bit more. But let's get ahead and start talking to Tea. And tell me, first of all, she's not from the United States, she's from Serbia. So I want her to share a little bit about how she came here to the United States and started playing. She's a tennis pro, so let's hear a little bit about that.
So first of all, Rochelle, thank you for having me tonight. It's really my pleasure being here.
Love having you here.
Yes, you can tell from my accent, I'm totally Texan right now.
Y'all, she said y'all. I'm Texan. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm from Serbia. I grew up in Serbia. I love Serbia, and I played tennis since I was 6 years old. Just played lots of tournaments growing up. And then when I was 17 years old, it was kind of the time of my life where I needed to decide either I'm going to go and try to be a professional tennis player or I'm going to get my education. In Serbia, it's really hard to do both.
One or the other?
One or another, yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are people that finish school, of course, but you don't go actually to universities, attend classes, etc. So my dad told me if I want to look into maybe getting a tennis scholarship in United States, and I looked at him and I thought he's crazy. Yeah, like I'm not leaving my city. And he said, you can always come back. This is a good opportunity. Just think about it. So I did, and even though it was that was probably one of my toughest time in my life, just to leave my family. And I have huge family, so it's not just parents and my sister. We're very close with cousins and everybody, and leave my city where I grew up. That was difficult, But if I could do it all over again, I would do exactly the same thing.
Great. Woo.
Yeah.
So she likes Texas.
Yes.
So did you have a choice of where you went, or I mean, Texas was it? Like you knew the best right off the bat. But.
Yeah. So I applied to a couple of schools and I got full scholarship on Division
awesome.
I schools. So I got offer in Denver and University of Colorado and Nevada and then El Paso. Yeah. So I chose El Paso. I had, to be honest with you, I didn't really know where El Paso is, except that it's in Texas, but I didn't know anything about the city. So it was important for me I had a friend there that I knew. Okay. She was from Serbia, and so I was like, I'm going there. I need to have somebody from
else,
Serbia.
Not just myself. That's fun, because I have a twin sister, and like I was able to do really difficult things because I knew she would be there with me. So that's very good. And you didn't know any English, right?
I will learn English in school, but they teach us British English, and I knew enough to pass TOEFL, which is required when you are coming here.
Oh, that's good.
And then, of course, we need the SAT scores. But so on SAT, I just killed the math and did very little English. So that's how I scored SAT. But when I came to US, that's when I realized how much I needed to improve my English.
Okay, well, that's really courageous to come here and not, I guess you knew one person that spoke your language, but and then you also met your husband here.
Yes,
as well.
Imagine that, come all the way
from Serbia.
Yeah, we speak same language. So he's from the same parts of the country as I am, and we met actually in Houston 10 years ago.
Houston?
10 years ago now.
Somebody that she married. That's amazing.
Yeah, so just awesome. One of tournaments we met.
Very cool. So that's really amazing to me. People that come here and they don't know the language, and then they excel and they just help contribute as well. It's just really amazing. Like you can do hard things, and she was only 17, and that's really amazing that you had a lot of courage to do that. So I'd never moved anywhere in my life, and like moving to Texas, that was a big thing for me. So so tell us a little bit about so you played tennis and then you graduated, and then what did you do for your college career? Or what did you graduate in?
And so I studied finance. I graduated.
You get a math.
Yeah, I'm good in math, and that's what everybody was advising me when I was in college. Just finish something in business education, you'll get a good job. And I was good in math.
Did you like it?
However, well, if I could redo that again, I probably wouldn't study finance again, because I think it's important.
She doesn't like money.
Yeah, I don't like money, not at all. It did help me to know a little bit more about money, and it helps me now, with my own business. But I always liked sports, and I always liked working with people. Actually, I wanted to be a psychologist.
All right.
But
didn't work out.
Didn't work out. My dad was always saying, you're not going to find a job as a psychologist. But
yeah. Well, she works with kids. You also train in tennis. So she's a coach at the Houston Country Club. And so you work with kids. So you enjoy doing that, I'm sure.
Yeah. I've been, so I worked after college. I worked 1 year in accounting department. With that, I was like, no, this is not for me. This is completely not for me. And then so for past 10 years I've been working in Houston Country Club, and that's been really great. Cool. I like coaching.
It's important to love what you do and enjoy doing it. Yeah, for sure. So any of you have heard about pickleball? So that's sort of, I think, how actually I became friends with Taz. I met her at the park, and I'm serious. We exchanged numbers. The next day she texted me. She's like, hey, come play pickleball. And I'm like, what is pickleball? Like, pickleball, you think of pickles, right? So I actually went. I grew up playing, I didn't play tennis, but I played racquetball. So it is using a racket, so I could at least kind of hit the ball. But so we played pickleball together here in Pearland. So explain, and she's also a certified instructor. So explain what pickleball is, and any of those people out here, you wondering what it is. You can Google it, right? So you can YouTube and see what it is, but explain
you can
what
YouTube,
it is.
of course. But basically, it is way easier than tennis. You use smaller paddles, bigger than table tennis paddles, and you use this plastic ball, basically. And the court is very small, and so you just hit back and forward there. It's I think people very much like it these days because it can be very family sport.
Oh yeah.
So you can have on one court mom, grandpa, and the grandkid. Doesn't matter. They all can play. Versus in tennis, it's a little bit more challenging.
Yeah. Okay. So
it's like that.
How it's like ping pong, but like, so you play it on what kind of a court? Like. It's in a basketball
that's
court,
the
right?
beauty of the pickleball too. You can play it in any gym, for example, like basketball court, indoor courts. Lots of YMCA have it. So they basically just put the lines down, and that's how they do it. And then any tennis court can be transformed to the pickleball, meaning you just need to know the measurements and put the lines. That's how we do it in our country club. So we don't have a permanent court, unfortunately. So I really appreciate the guys there that tape down the court.
The lines.
Lines.
So it's smaller than a tennis court.
Mm-hmm.
And the paddles are kind of like a ping pong paddle. Yeah. It's flat, right?
Flat, yeah.
Flat. And then the ball sort of it's a wiffle ball because it has holes in it.
Yeah, wiffle ball.
So you get hit. You just get hit because that's kind of part of the strategy. If you hit somebody, I know a little bit about it. I've played a few times, but. So it doesn't hurt. So it's really fun to play. It's more strategic.
It's more, and there is definitely a lots of learning curve. I participated in a couple of pro tournaments, and that's when I saw how the actual high level pickleball is played. Yeah, and that's
you're going. I think she's going to the national tournament, right?
Yeah, in 2 weeks. I've played so far 3 tournaments, and in 2 weeks I'm going to nationals in California. Woo-hoo! So that's gonna be
California. Where in California?
It is in Indian Wells.
Oh, okay.
Indian Wells, yes.
So you guys can look that up. I would love to look and see about it. So
yeah.
Pickleball. Where did they play in Pearland? For those of us that are in Pearland.
So my first pickleball court in Pearland that I discovered was Pearland Recreational Center.
Oh yeah, the natatorium.
Yeah, the natatorium. Okay. And as far as Pearland, I think that's about it.
The only one?
Yes, okay. I haven't, me personally, haven't checked out other places. Okay. That's the one.
And you said it's the fastest growing sport?
I know one more. Centennial Park.
Oh yeah.
So there are tennis courts, and 2 of those tennis courts actually have permanent lines. For pickleball.
Yeah, Centennial Park, that's over off McLean.
Yes.
For those of you here in Pearland. Mm-hmm. So, very cool.
Yeah.
And what did I just say?
I don't know.
Something about, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just had to do with pickleball, something where you play, but yeah. Okay. So, she's an instructor. I was going to say that. And so how do you know? You just go to the natatorium and see if they play and when?
They usually play in the morning. Most of the time they play in the morning. You just show up, and that's how I did my first time. You just show up.
And people let you just borrow their paddles so you can try it out. So
exactly.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit because we're going to look at some pictures. I know there's a few pictures here that you can just tell us a little so people can kind of learn a little bit about you. I saw you had some pictures from Serbia on there. So if you guys want to look at the screen here, tell us about, this is your sister, right?
Yep, that's my sister.
Okay, now your sister's here now, right?
She is. We live 5 minutes away from each other, which is really great.
Lucky duck.
Yes.
Miss my sister.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Our kids are all the time together.
Lucky you. Okay, so your sis, and you're a skier.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I love to snow ski. I grew up snow skiing.
Yeah,
so we'll have to go snow skiing sometime.
We'll learn a long time ago.
Okay, this is in Serbia or where?
Yep, in Serbia. And this is my beautiful city.
That's your city?
Yeah, that's my city.
It's so beautiful.
Yes.
Some people saw that on my Facebook and like, where are you, Rochelle?
Yeah, so, you need to for sure visit.
What's the name of the city?
Novi Sad. So Belgrade is the capital of Serbia, and then Novi Sad is the next biggest city.
Okay, and this is your awesome husband.
That's my awesome husband.
Dino, and both your kids. What are your name of your kids?
Layla and Andre.
Layla and Andre. Oh, there. Okay. Cool. Next picture. Was that at a national tennis? What was that at?
No, this is actually at River Oaks Country Club. So that's where I met my husband 10 years ago.
Oh,
and
cool.
so we go every year and watch men's tennis professional tournament there. And my kids went with us that time.
Okay, cool. Nice.
That's us. That's River Oaks.
In River Oaks?
Yep.
Okay. Next.
Probably last year.
All right. This is when you guys took a trip together.
Yep, to Alaska.
Alaska.
That was awesome.
I would love to do that.
It was.
Tia and Dino, like, they have a great marriage. They spend a lot of time with each other, and they're just really happy. Like, I admire them. They're just a lot of fun to be around. They make us laugh all the time.
It's not always so peachy, but we try.
You have, anybody. You have trials. No kidding. What's this here? Oh, in Alaska.
In Alaska, glaciers.
Okay.
Glacier.
You guys are adventurous. Did you see any bears? Okay. Yeah, this is Pickle-ball. Is this you playing?
Yeah, that's me playing. Probably one of my first tournaments a couple months ago.
Okay.
These are these are my great friends, Martina, all the way.
Oh, yeah. You played tennis together?
Yes. So we were college teammates.
She's from Bulgaria?
No, she's actually from Slovenia.
Slovenia. Okay.
Yeah, and that's someone.
I guess you guys all just tennis, like Europe is big on tennis.
Tennis is big in Europe.
Yeah,
especially
that's what I meant to say. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, nice.
That's me just posing.
Yeah, that was a cute profile picture. Okay, these are cute kids, Layla.
They're like, well, we know how to pose too.
Okay. So, and that's
me and my sister.
Oh, your sister. So your sister plays pickleball too. Okay. Is she good?
She's good.
Could I beat her?
Well, we'll check it out.
She's played more than I. Yay. And this was what?
This
tennis?
was in Dallas, actually. The first Texas Open in Dallas.
You went to that?
Also. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that, because Taya has an awesome family. And so she's a mother, as well as having her own business and being a coach and working and playing pickleball, having fun at that. But so tell us a little bit about being a mom, because there's moms out there, that you're very fit and you've kept really fit, even though I know you had a little bit of trouble with when you gain weight when you're pregnant. A lot of people ask me that. So what was some of your secrets? How did you stay fit?
So yeah, when I gained so much weight during my pregnancy because I was not able to work out, I think that was probably one of the reasons why I gained so much weight. I was on this strict diet. I mean, I wish I knew a different way. I was never on diet before. And so I lost that weight. Luckily, was able to maintain it, etc. But these days, and really any time in my life, I just try to live a balanced lifestyle. So I try to do smart choices, but I also enjoy food. Dino is a great cook. I like to cook. And then in the past year and a half, Isagenix has helped me tremendously just to stay on track and maintain my lifestyle and my health. Also, I work out 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
People tell me, well, you are on tennis court. I am on my feet, but I don't really call that a workout. So I think it's just for all the moms out there, I think it's just important to stay consistent with your workout regime, with your diet. And also, I feel people don't sleep enough. Like, I'm huge on sleep. If I don't get my beauty
like
sleep,
15 hours a day, right?
Oh yeah, something like that. I could probably, but 7 to 8 hours, I think it's important for your weight, your energy, everything.
That's something I can do better on. I promise you. I'm not that good, but that's true. I think sleep does really help you. So for those of you out there, let's try and get more sleep.
Yeah, like and lots of water. 7. That's something that I
drink
need
a lot of water.
Improve. Yes.
Yeah.
I think lots of times we feel we're hungry, but we are really dehydrated.
Very true. Especially here in Texas, you don't realize how you think you're hungry, but you're actually really thirsty. So keep water.
Keep water all the time, everywhere.
That's great advice.
A drop of lemon.
Yeah. So Isagenix is something that she has introduced to me, which it's a very amazing product. So tell us a little bit more about what Isagenix is, how you learned about it, and how it's helped you and your family.
So I was introduced to Isagenix from my dear friend Martina that you saw in the picture, previous picture. So she was my college roommate and teammate and somebody that I extremely trust. However, I was very skeptic when she introduced me because I never used any supplements, none of that stuff. I always thought food is food. And because I trusted her, I decided to give it a try. And basically what Isagenix is, in just like 2 sentences here, yes, is a full nutritional system. So it is not a weight loss company. It is not a, you're gonna all of a sudden shine or anything. It is a nutritional system that supports your body to function the way it is supposed to. So I always tell people, Isagenix is not a miracle, your body is. And,
I like that.
And when you feed your body with the good nutrients and every good minerals, good vitamins, and all that, then your body knows how to react to it. And that's basically Isagenix is. And I've been doing exactly the same thing that I did day one, year and a half ago. Me and Dean are doing exactly the same things. I give it to kids, and
you probably don't go to the doctor very often.
Knock, not going to doctor. I did have some issues with my migraines. Now, Isagenix is not there to cure or do anything with your diseases, but I think just when you have a good nutritional system, any problem in your body starts disappearing. So.
Yeah, they have a detox program that I've heard about that's really great. Fasting, I know that's something that is becoming more aware. People are becoming more aware about fasting and the benefits of fasting, but Isagenix has taught a lot about that and how it can help. I've read things about how it can help cure cancer. And speaking of cancer, I meant to say that's why I'm wearing pink. And we're wearing pink is because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And my sister, who has cancer, has done Isagenix, and it's helped her keep all of her numbers down. Her blood work has always come back really good, and so it seems like it's really a great product. And I'm excited.
Again, it's not a pharmaceutical company, so it's not a drug that's gonna cure cancer or any other diseases, but it is all their products are made with no compromise products. So basically that's their motto, that's their company's motto. So the nutrition that you put in your body, that's what helps you. Yes, I just don't want people to think that, oh, I'm gonna use Isagenix and I'm gonna cure cancer.
Correct.
But it can help you for sure.
But helping your body fight it if your immune system's good. Yeah, very good. That's awesome. So so when you're thinking about being fit, have you had any? You mentioned you have migraines, so you do have some setbacks and that kind of thing. What breakthroughs have you had for learning how to think about the future? I know you said you think about yourself in the future, and so the small decisions that you make every day kind of contribute to how you become what you want to become. So talk a little bit about that, like your future self.
Well, I think I all see myself as a life student forever. So I think it's just important for people to understand that we don't stop at certain stages of lives. And I do a lot of self-growth and self-improvement. I read lots of books. I go to different conferences. And I think that's important because every little decision that we make daily affects our future one way or another. So yes, like for example, I'll use example as a workout. I don't feel every time it's going to work out. The other day at 6 a.m., I really didn't feel like waking up and going to Orange Theory to work out, but I still do because I know the benefits of it. I know I'm going to feel great afterwards. So, and I read somewhere, like whenever you don't feel like doing something, just count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and say go. and that's something like some it has to do something with your brain chemistry. And so when I don't feel like doing it, I'm like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Everybody remember that.
It has to go backwards.
You start at 5?
Yeah, not forward. 5.
You don't start at 100?
No, 5 seconds. That's
I'm
it.
Sleeping. 100,
I'm sleeping. Snooze.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna think about that, because sometimes you get tired, but like you said, when you think about how you're gonna feel after, like that helps me too. Think about how you're gonna feel after. You feel accomplished, especially if you're doing it at the beginning of the morning. Your day is going to go better.
Yes.
I don't know, some people don't think that. I guess they just don't get in the habit of thinking that, but
it becomes habit.
Counting,
yes.
I'm going to try. That's really great idea.
It becomes habit.
And do you work out with somebody? I mean, does that help you, working out with somebody?
So I do work out in Orange Theory, so it's a group class. So there are a bunch of people that I met, but it's not, I don't really have a friend or somebody that's going to be like, hey, are we going to Orange Theory right now? It used to be my sister, but because of time, our schedule doesn't work. Yeah. But I definitely think it's way easier if you do it with somebody, for sure.
Great, yeah,
for support.
Sure. Well, people that you're going to see there at the gym. When I go to the gym, I know I'm going to see people there, so that kind of helps me get there if I'm by myself. But or I try and go. I mean, I love working out with people. It just makes it so much more fun, for me. Yeah.
And I also started doing Camp Gladiator. That's more kind of a partnership workout.
Camp Gladiator. I've seen those around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All outdoors.
Yeah, you got to be a little careful with those because they're pretty intense. So if anybody has an injury, send them my way.
Well, for sure.
I like to make sure you start with your strengthening, and then you can progress from that. So, what other great advice do you have? How do people, if they want to order Isagenix? I have tried some things she's given to me. The fruits powder that they have, it has all the different kind of fruits in it, really healthy fruits. Like my daughter hates fruits and she doesn't eat fruit or vegetables. So the vegetable drink is really, really good. Just all your vegetables. I'm amazed it tastes so good in water. So I love that because my kids, some of them that don't, they're very picky. They're super healthy. But if somebody wants to order the products, how do we do that?
So the best way is just to contact me, and I do have a link, but I think people just get like, whoa, it's too much stuff here. So I like actually to meet with people or talk to them on the phone to see what are really their goals. And try to suggest packages that way. Isagenix made it very easy. There is an app. It's called Isa Life application.
Oh,
and so like after I talk to you, I can advise you with certain packs. You can look through, and that's how we order. So
cool. So you can you can have a breakthrough session with Tea. Get on her Facebook, right? You can message her. It's TEA and Zonich, ZONICH. So look her up on Facebook. And
Instagram.
And Instagram too. Yeah, Instagram as well. And she also posts stuff with her Pickle-ball and Isagenix events. So that would be great. I would suggest that you do it because I've tried the products. I really like them a lot. And I'm trying to get my kids and my husband to try them too because I really believe a lot in eating healthily and having a balance as well. And Tia's just been so much fun to hang out with and learn to do things with. So much fun working out with somebody that you enjoy being with. So
thank you.
All right. Well, great to have Tea here, and make sure to contact her if you want to learn how to play pickleball or order some Isagenix program, any of their programs. They do a variety of programs. So, and make sure, just as we wrap it up, if you have a barrier that you need to get through, I hope you've learned something today. The most important thing I learned of is counting backwards. If you don't feel like getting out of bed and working out, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
And
then really go.
And really go. See if you can try that out, as well as, like she said, think about your future self. The small decisions that you make, one way or the other, do affect what happens to you. So think about your fitness and health, and think of what you can do to make a change. And be inspired to do something that will help you get into a better place. And So thank you for joining us on the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. Make sure if you'd like to have a breakthrough session with me, talk about any kind of pain that you have, message me on Facebook, and I'm going to be talking a little bit more about some specific injuries and some physical therapy principles that I learned in PT school that are super amazing that I'd love to share with you. So stay tuned, and next week is Halloween. We should be having Becky Singleton on, so next Wednesday, Halloween. If that doesn't work, we'll figure out something because I know you're going to be trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treating.
But not eating all that candy, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
Just one or two. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And yeah, we'll be looking forward to hearing from you talking to your friends. Hopefully they'll contact you with Isagenix. So
thank you, Rochelle, for having me.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye. I don't know if I ended it the right way.
Exactly 8 o'clock. Exactly 30 minutes.
So what's 30 minutes? Oh, usually, I don't know. It kind of naturally ends like that.
Huh?